So macros are a great way to make it easier to handle repetitive tasks. So if you're working a support case, you're going to have to update the status of the case, send out emails, create records, update records. You might need to create a task or a follow-up item. And that's fine. These are things you're going to need to do. But if your process has you do the same things over and over again, every time we change the status, every time we close a case, well, we can just create macros to help you with all of that. These actually perform the same steps that an agent would have performed manually. Those things just get automated. So here I've created some macros, and if you view the details, you'll see the actual steps this macro takes. So for example, it will create an opportunity, it'll create a task, and it'll send an email. So it'll create a related record, create a task, and send an email. And as an agent, I can just run this macro whenever I want. And if you notice, it is actually step by step really taking those actions on this case record. It's just as if I, as an end user, had clicked on each and every one of those actions and manually did them myself. They're just done automatically for me. So after you run a macro, if you look at the case feed, you'll see that those actions actually took place. The opportunity was created and it's connected right here, and I can click a link and go right to it. The task was created, the email was sent. And so I actually have a couple different macros on the case record, and you can try them all out. So just feel free to select a macro, run it, and just watch the different actions that it could take. Now in our Salesforce environment, we don't let you create your own macros. This is something we've restricted here in the EDO. But in your Salesforce environment, end users can create their own macros. So an agent could create their macros, or a certain team could create macros just for that team. So if people are finding that they would benefit from individual automation rules, these macros are a really nice way to give people that flexibility and that power. And another thing about macros is that they can apply to pretty much any object in Salesforce. So you can have different macros that take action on a lead record than macros that would apply to a support case or a sales opportunity. So macros, even though they play a key part in Service Cloud, they can be used all throughout Salesforce, and they're a great way to reduce manual effort on repetitive tasks and increase the quality and consistency you're going to get on all of those repetitive tasks. All right, I hope you found this helpful. I recommend checking them out. They're pretty fun.